give me a number crunch real quick?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm coming up with 32.33 repeating, of course, percentage of survival.
Oh, that's a lot better than we usually do.
Alright, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Zero Dragon!
What is going on, guys? Cooked here, bring you another Monster Hunter World video, and I know it's been a while. I'm sure you guys missed me. I missed you as well, but I have something super awesome for you. As with many of the Lunaxtra weapons, since I've been looking at them, a lot of them are really fucking good. It's pretty crazy. Just like the fact that they can have, you know, kind of an extra trait or like a piece bonus, not even like an extra skill, like a piece bonus. From like having a bunch of gear of one certain monster, like having that as an intrinsic kind of on the weapon is crazy. Like it opens it up for so many possibilities. And as you can see here, I'm completely wailing on this post. Like I'm giving it no mercy, going balls to the walls, 100%. You know, and look up in the top left corner. You can see my white sharpness is not depleted at all. Now, obviously, I'm sure if you've taken a look at the weapons, you can tell that I have the Xenojiva one, which gives us the Razor Sharp skill, which basically what it does is it halves the loss of white sharpness, you know, whenever you're hitting with the weapon. But that's obviously not enough to give us that kind of, you know, protection on the white sharpness. So let's just take a look and see what we actually have going on. So first of all, of course, we have the Empress Axe Sticks, which, like I had mentioned, is the Xenojiva variant of the Lunaxtra weapon. Now, if you can see the stats there, we have 630 attack, we have 10% affinity, that little sliver of white sharpness, 240 blast attack, and then 2 level 3 jump slots with a power file. Now, for the augment, I'm probably going to go with health regen, possibly attack, but I think I'm leaning more towards health regen. So next, for the charm, we have the attack charm level 3, giving us attack boost level 3. Next, we have the Empress Crown Beta, which gives us 2 points into a Beta extender with a level 3 jump slot and a level 2 jump slot. After that, we have our Kulv Charoth's chest piece, which gives us the 2 points into stun resist and 2 points into critical boost. And then we have our Kaiser Vambrace's Alpha for the 2 points into weakness exploit and the level 1 jump slot. We have the Kaiser Coil Beta for 2 points into blast attack and the level 3 jump slot. Then we have the Kaiser Greaves Alpha for the 2 points into latent power and a point into blast attack. As far as the mantles go, I would run the Apothecary and then the Temporal Mantle, just because it looks really cool and it's actually super useful. If you saw at the end of the clip there, it saved my ass. But you can really run whatever you'd like. Now, getting into the decorations here, I'm already reading the comments where like, what the fuck, you have 3 Mighty Jewels slotted in. And yeah, I know it's kind of difficult to kind of have 3 of them, but if you do, great, throw those in there. And if you don't, you can put something else in its place. Like you could put another Beta extender or something else, but ideally you want to go for 3. Then we have 1 critical jewel, we have 1 tenderizer jewel, and then we have 1 attack jewel and 1 steadfast jewel. So let's take a look when we bring that together here. So our attack is now 725, the same bar of white sharpness. We're at 45% chance to crit, which goes to 95 with the weakness exploit. Then we have 300 blast element with good defense and then pretty solid resistance to fire as well, which I'm sure you know if you fought in Lunaxtra, Teostra is super useful. Speaking of Teostra, we have the 3-piece set bonus. So we have the Teostra technique, so prevents your weapon from losing sharpness during critical hits. We have attack boost level 4, boosting our attack by 12 and our affinity by 5. Stun resist for stun resistance, blast attack, giving us that plus 20% blast buildup, critical boost for 15% more damage when we crit, and then we have our weakness exploit level 3, giving us that 50% chance, or 50% increased affinity when hitting a weak point, maximum light level 3, increasing our affinity by 30. Then we have latent power level 2, which gives us 20% affinity when it becomes active, which is kind of crazy because if you think about it, even if you're not hitting a weak point and it's active, you have a 65% chance to crit either way. So it's pretty insane. Next we have the evade extender level 2, which I'll get into in a little bit more detail in a second. And then again we have the razor sharp from the weapon itself, so halves sharpness loss, and yeah, so you can see how we can make that little bar of white sharpness just stretch infinitely. So in the gameplay that I have, we went after a tempered Lunaxtra, and by the end of the fight, the bar was only at half white sharpness. So like I only lost half the bar of white sharpness in the entire fight, didn't have to sharpen up once, didn't have to be careful of where I was hitting or anything either. I was kind of just wailing on them. I've even tried like in the training room here to like hit the barrels too, to like to see how much you actually lose from it, or expend the stamina, as you can see in the back here. And I mean, like even then, even without maximum might, you're still critting a lot, and the loss to your sharpness is barely anything. Now the last thing I want to touch on though is we have evade extenders. So that comes super useful with switch axes because sometimes the monster will move away and it's a lot easier just to roll a couple times and get into range. Then you don't have to put put your weapon away, sheath it, or switch back to axe mode. So when you're in sword mode, if the monster runs away, just do a couple of dodges and you'll be within distance. It's super useful, and yeah, I mean I wanted to throw in a piece of the new Lunaxtra gear as well. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to be doing a bunch of other build videos for some of the other weapons that have caught my eye. But if you did want to see a particular weapon, just let me know down in the comments section. I'll see if I can make that happen. But if you did enjoy the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It does help out a lot. But for now, this has been Cooked, and I will see you all in the next tasty episode.
There's a universe inside you. Why are you pushing it away? Leave behind your own deception and learn to live another day. There's a universe inside you, your galaxy of happiness. I just wanna help you find it. We'll explore in baby steps. There's a universe inside you. You've gotta give it room to breathe. So let the universe